Hey, welcome to the video. Today's featured instrument is the banjo. The banjo comes to us from the 1700s when the slaves came over from Africa. They actually brought the idea of the banjo with them. They most likely did not have actual banjos with them when they came. They would have been taken away, but they knew how to make them. So they would remake them using sticks for the necks and cat gut or animal gut for the strings, and some sort of gourd or boxes for the body. The original banjos would have had 3, maybe 4 strings, and the tenor banjo today still has 4 strings. But the 5-string banjo, which is what I have here, is more popular. The banjo was a popular instrument throughout that time up until actually like the 1960s-ish, when the folk music came on the scene and it was very popular to play guitar. But until then, banjo was quite a big instrument. There are 2 ways to play the banjo. One is the old-timer style, the original bluegrass style, called claw hammer or frailing. To find banjo players that are claw hammer style, you might find Pete Seeger, the legend of musicians who are claw hammer banjo players. Look for Pete Seeger, legend of folk music, Pete Seeger, and look for Neil Young, who was actually, when he played banjo, he was claw hammer style. Years ago when I was playing, I played Scruggs style of banjo. Earl Scruggs is a favorite of many people in the bluegrass world. He is known as the innovator of this 3-finger picking style, and they named it after him, the Scruggs style. The Scruggs style uses the thumb, first finger, and middle finger. The thumb gets the top 3 strings. The middle finger and the first finger get the bottom 2. So a forward roll in banjo language would look like this. The right hand is only part of the banjo playing. If you watch the right hand of a banjo player, it doesn't look all that complicated. What makes it complicated is actually the left hand. There are 3 techniques I'm going to show you with the left hand that make the notes sound a lot more complicated. They're called pull-off, hammer-on, and slide. The first technique is pull-off. On pull-off, I start with my finger on a string and then I pull it off while I'm still playing the string. So I get a sound that's something like this. The second technique is the opposite. I start with the open string and then I hammer the finger on. Hammer on sounds like this. The third technique is the slide. And with the slide, I'm going to start on 1 fret and then slide my finger to a new one. So we have pull off, hammer on, and slide. The piece I'm going to play for you is called Protect the Innocent, and in it you're going to hear pull off, slide, and at the end, hammer on. Thanks for hanging out and watching the banjo video. For more banjo players, look for Bela Fleck, Earl Scruggs, and comedian actor Steve Martin.